a glass, make a toast to life. Just living like it's my life. In these streets, music playing all night. Hawaii, I found my peace on a mountain zip line. Australia stole my heart, and the natives are fine as hell. Oh well, let's spend it all.
Hey, everybody. It is Tea Talk with your girl and dropping extra sassy tea talk. How y'all doing, ladies?
Hey,
Good.
we're doing good. How you doing?
Y'all all right tonight?
Doing
Yes.
wonderful.
It's
Yes.
always so good to be in your presence.
Yes.
I just love me some y'all. Did y'all have a good day?
Been a
Yes.
Yeah.
I had
busy
a lot of
day.
that. Yeah.
Been a busy
But a
day,
good
Sandra?
day. Been a busy day, but a good day.
Well, good.
Better than yesterday.
See, and
Good.
it's always good to make the next day better than the day before. I
Yes,
like that.
God. So
Y'all
you
do
guys be careful out there. If you I filed my taxes late, so and come to find out, be careful because people are trying to take your identity. Child, I didn't even know. They had me
Mm.
all I was on the phone with the IRS for 5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, mentally drained. It just gave me such a headache because they were trying to figure out who was trying to get into my account. Or I was like, these fools on this YouTube, better not be trying to get up in my stuff.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
No, they still working and trying to figure it out. It is crazy.
And that's awful. That's just
Yeah,
awful.
it's crazy. It is crazy.
Listen, shout out to the mods of these great channels. We appreciate and love each and every one of you ladies. Shout
Yes.
out to the members. Thank you all for believing and investing in us. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
do.
for the chatters, those in the chat that keep us engaged. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. We couldn't do this without any of y'all. So
Just
thank y'all for the support of each and every channel that's represented in Dropping Extra Sassy Tea Talk.
Yes.
yes. Thank you, Snoot Crew and Fast Squad and my mods and members. Thank
And
y'all so much. And
thank
remember,
you.
all things are, in our opinion, it is alleged. It is what we observe and what we see. Okay. So we want to put that out there because, how people are.
And I think my tea drops and my tea sippers. Thank you guys so much. And my mods. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Everybody over there, Sandra P's Gen Extra. Thank everybody. I appreciate all of you. Team replay as well. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, team replay. That is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Flower Bloom.
And make sure you guys are supporting all of the channels. We love each and every one of you. We appreciate each and every one of you for taking our time to come listen to all of our channels. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yes, and hit the like button as you come into the building. It's just
Yes,
a polite way of saying hello.
yes. Even if you're in the bushes.
Yes,
Yep.
bush campers. My bush
Mm-hmm.
campers hit the like button and haters. Y'all can hate on hit it too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, you love too.
Mm-mm. It's a hot topic out there right now, y'all, with
Oh,
Mhm.
Tyler Perry being sued for $260 million by Derek Dixon. Oh,
mm-hmm.
have y'all been diving into that story? And if you have, what do you think, Sandra P?
He better go ahead and settle that. Medea better write that check. Because
You
honestly,
think
when I heard
so?
it, I wasn't even surprised. I wasn't surprised when I heard it. I wish I could say I was. I wasn't. I don't know why. I don't know anything about Tyler Perry, but it's just been so many rumors and so much out about him all along. And honestly, you know what really made me think, oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Something came on.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, my channel. Wait a minute, guys. I'm sorry. That is a double play. I apologize. I pulled up my YouTube to make sure I was live, and I interrupted myself. But like I said, what made me kind of feel like he should just go ahead and settle and just try to tamp this down is because we got a huge trial already going on, and people kind of took their eyes away from that and started looking at Tyler and talking about this. I mean, all day. And then the amount of money, 260 million. Because he is a
Mm.
billionaire, but I don't know what that
Still.
guy think he got, but Tyler was trying to get it. It ain't worth no 260 million. That's crazy. And then
Yeah.
also, do you know, remember when Christian Keys a couple years ago, he never named the person, but he said a billionaire pushed up on him and it made him
Mhm.
uncomfortable and he turned the person down a couple times, this and that. And
Yep.
then we find out Christian Keys is the creator of the show that Eve was on. What's the name of that show? I stopped watching the
The
show with
Queen,
Madam.
And all the Queen's men.
All
Queensland.
the Queen's Men. That's his show. He wrote it, produced, directed it, and everything. But somehow Tyler Perry now has control of the show and is doing like the writing and all that. And Christian's still the concierge. He never said anything else about who he suspected. And some people thinking maybe he got paid. I don't know. But I would
But the
just write
one
the. I
thing,
would
the
just.
one reason why I don't think it's Christian, I mean, he was talking about Tyler is because he said it was somebody that he used to work with and somebody that he would never work with again. And he works with Tyler. So then
Mhm.
Tyler wouldn't be somebody that he used to work with and somebody that he would never work with again.
Mm.
So that's
Well,
because
I
sometimes never doesn't mean never though, T-Talk. What if this person, this is your creation that you built from scratch, and somebody with more money than almost anybody buys it, and that's the only way you still gonna get to work on it. And even if you never work with them again,
But
that
he
might
can't
be
say he
something
would
to
never
keep
work
in
with
mind.
them again. He can't say that he would never work with him again if he's already working with him because he works
Was
on
this
the show.
was this going on at the time? I don't remember the time frame. I
Uh-huh.
just remember it was a few
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah. It wasn't even a few years. I think it might be a year now or
A
a little
year.
bit under 2 years. But yeah, he was working for all the Queen's men at that time. So that's the reason why I personally said, okay, this can't be Tyler. That was a long time ago. Now some people say on the internet that he came back and said it wasn't Tyler, but I ain't never heard that part.
I
I
never
never
heard him
heard.
say it wasn't either.
I
I
didn't
Yeah,
hoped it
either.
wasn't him, but it wouldn't surprise me. I just
yeah.
want
Me
him to, if he don't want that to continue to linger on, even with this other big trial. I know he's like, why ain't y'all still talking about Diddy? I just wouldn't want them talking about me like that. And
Mm.
it's not gonna be 260, but Tyler, 20 wouldn't hurt you. 10. It ain't worth
Oh,
that. You
and
probably
he
both
came
be good
live. He came live like it was nothing. Like it didn't bother
at
him when he came live. He was talking about other stuff, and like it
that.
didn't bother him. So I don't know what's going on with Tyler, but it's got to be some truth somewhere. I'm just saying.
You
Now
say
he
Chris.
has a type too. If y'all look at the men, they all
Well,
Yeah.
pretty.
well, one thing that white boy was not pretty, so I don't agree with that.
He's not a
Not
five.
to me.
Some of the other
No,
ones.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't pretty. But here's my thing. This is what I think. I think that Tyler may be or may not be either. This is my opinion. Um, Attracted to the same sex in some form of fashion, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
that is why that young man has those text messages because those text messages show me nothing of the nothing of the velocity that he's talking about, some $260 million. Those text
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
messages show me that maybe Tyler is attracted to men. Okay, so what? He is not obligated to tell us his sexual orientation. He don't have to tell
Nope.
us what he liked. So to me, I feel like the man is basically outing him, trying to
Mm-hmm.
shame him. And Tyler said today that he's not worried and he don't want nobody else to worry. I just
Yeah.
personally think that I know people gonna say this is a conspiracy, but it just seems like every time these black men come out and say they doing great things, something happened to them. It's like Bill Cosby. It's giving them P Diddy. Then Bill
Mm-hmm.
Cosby. He did have some stake in giving girls that stuff. So he was
Yeah.
giving it away. And even though they went back and did it 2 or 3 times, he still was giving them the stuff. So he couldn't deny that he was giving them that stuff. So that's what messed him up. But other than that, those women was complicit because you're not going to do something to me and I'm going to keep coming back. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't this boy say that this stuff happened more than once? Why did you keep going back?
Mhm.
Yes, and I think that when a black man start getting too big, and you know that he got his own studio, you know, Cat Williams is to build his own studio. They're buying those plantations, lots in those. They're buying the plantations, or I think it's some type of
The
army
military force.
military base, and they building their own studio, so we don't have to depend on them, for movies and stuff and things like that. They always come out with something. Now, for a long time, I knew Tyler was probably gay or bi, and that's okay. We all knew that. So if he want to come out with it, that's fine. Allegedly. If he want to come out, I always suspected that, and that's okay with me. But for all these clear people to come out now and try to shake down these black men, I don't like that. Now, if something happened, why haven't you been came out with it? Why all of a sudden now y'all coming out with it? I think this is a money grab, in my personal opinion. Not saying Tyler didn't come on to this man or anything like that, but I think it's a money grab, in my personal opinion. It's no secret that Tyler, go both ways. I don't know, but that's okay. I think, but my thing is, these people keep trying to go after these black billionaires, and I've told them they need to stay on their own side before some things keep happening to them. And another thing is this right here. Why did he keep on working with Tyler if he knew this man was trying to come on him? That's my whole thing. Why did you just go on about your business? Because it was something that he wanted. To me,
Yep.
it was something that he wanted or whatever. So I guess
He didn't get it.
Tyler didn't give him what he wanted. So then now this is what's going on right here. This is what's going on. Now he's going to try to sue him. That's
I
what
just, yeah, I just feel like, when somebody don't get what they want, of course they're gonna say, well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna expose you.
I tell him to come on with it. Go ahead and
Yeah,
expose.
and that my thing of it is, if Tyler ain't worried about it, ain't he?
0.84. I don't think that the man is lying and that they was not no actual contact going on. But what I'm having a problem with is that it was unwanted because the text message didn't read that way.
Yeah.
Right.
The text message looked like that was two consenting adults.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If it was
The girl was sharing a shop. She consented to that stuff.
exactly.
And then later she wanted money. So now it's, oh, you took it too far. But you never used your safe word.
Right. And just like the tapes with Cassie, allegedly, she on the tapes telling the man to come on. So if somebody don't want to go, what are you telling the man to come on? Well, what do they mean? If you don't want it, why are you telling people to come on?
A big black baby up in me. Come on now.
So I'm confused.
But that blind lady says just like how they wanted Queen Latifah to expose herself. It's not like we don't already assume that. Oh, they want all these black men to come out.
Right.
They want them out.
If they come out, what's gonna happen? We still gonna like them and love them the same. So what's the problem?
Yeah, but I know. They want them all. If they get more of them to, turn, away, then guess what? That's less babies we gonna have.
Yep. Well, we don't need we just need their sperm.
Right.
They can shoot it in the cup.
What they don't realize is some of them like both. So they be making babies and then later coming out saying, oh, yeah, I like Johnny down the block. But you like Johnny down.
Yeah,
Also, emails can be manipulated. Who's to say they are real? I'm gonna wait till Tyler Perry.
you can manipulate
listen.
pregnancy tests now. You can manipulate DNA tests and pregnancy tests. Did y'all know that?
Today, when Tyler Perry came out, he did not seem worried. So I'm not gonna worry if he ain't worried.
That's what I said. He ain't worried. It's his money. I ain't worried.
Me either. I'm still gonna watch his shows. I'm still gonna do the same thing I've been doing. If whatever he do on his off time when he ain't working, is none of my concern. All I worry about is his movies. Whatever he do on his downtime when he off the clock or off work, that's his business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like people shouldn't worry about what we do when we off of work. What we do our bedroom. That's not your business. When I'm off work, that's not your business. What I do when I'm not working.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, that's just what it is. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't read all the court documents even. I'm not going to pretend that I have because I haven't.
I haven't either.
I saw somebody saying that Tasha K had the breakdown, but I don't take a lot from Tasha K.
Gotcha.
Because, Tasha K, if she got it in for somebody, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. She's gonna make it. She's gonna manipulate the way she wanted it to sound.
Right, and she's real good at that. She's real good at that. But anyway, y'all got anything else?
No, just the young nurse that passed away. They did deliver the little baby. They named him Chance. He was like pound and 11 ounces or something like that. And she passed away yesterday. Condolences to the family.
Yeah, they said they had to take her off. She didn't pass away. They had to take her off that thing. They said.
Well, take off the life.
Yeah, ain't that something? They kept all that time, and then, oh man, in the end, it was just like get her off. The baby. But the parents didn't want her on there anyway.
They didn't, but the law. That's a conflicting thing,
So I hope the baby is gonna be okay, and the grandparents can love the baby, and you know what I mean. The mom,
and the dad, and
So I hope so.
I've heard someone say before, the worst place for a black man is in the clear man's imagination, and that is true. That's deep.
So true. That really is true. Anyway, you can go ahead and get. Oh wait, y'all got to work tomorrow. Who got to work tomorrow? Tomorrow's Juneteenth. Who's off work?
I'm off tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow.
Thought about going in and getting them coins.
I'm going in. That's because it's a holiday, a paid holiday.
Yeah. I thought about it.
Well, I can't go.
I know you out.
And I ain't mad at them people. Yes, happy Juneteenth. You off too, Jonetta? Oh, yeah. They working for triple time, child.
We having a concert tomorrow. Isley's brother's gonna be here and some other people. So I'm gonna go
that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I love the Isley's live.
Yeah, it's a Summerfest. That's gonna be at the Summerfest grounds.
Yeah, they have something up the street from my house. I probably take my grandkids up there.
They're having something here too. I want to say they're doing like this trail ride thing. So
I want to, you know what? Next year I want to go to the Texas trail ride because they have like the what is it called? I think it's called the trail ride.
They had one here. It was about 200 people or more. It was hot. I was like, I'm not going down there.
Texas, Houston has it. Houston has it.
Oh,
rodeo type thing. Yeah.
The rodeo. That's what it is called. A rodeo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. So, what you say? Sandra.
No, that's what I was saying. It's supposed to be fun. I've heard of that big rodeo in Texas.
Yeah, that's where they said people were. That's how they were doing stuff there, and they got there was a lot of STDs or something happened there when they did.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Yep, I don't know what they were doing. Hey, Doc Willie.
Hey, that will the rodeo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there next year.
Okay. All right. Well, happy Juneteenth. Free
Yeah,
Juneteenth.
happy Juneteenth,
Gracious.
everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all, did y'all know that Melody dropped the new thing, the sports bras, and also the pineapple scrub and the body butter?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
Saturday. She's gonna have a 4-hour live.
Oh, she is. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know. I didn't get the
Make
notice.
alive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4-hour live.
So is she dropping new stuff?
She
Yeah.
said we don't know. She said, you know her.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know about the sports bras. I did not know about that, and I did not know
Yeah.
she.
You
The
subscribe to the Facebook page?
yes,
It's a private group, so
yeah, I subscribed to it, and I also shared it on my channel as well.
yeah. And it's a private group, so they like, deals and stuff. They wanted to stay within that private group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta subscribe to get the deals, honey.
And you will get deleted if you, because our people done already got deleted if you come
Mm-hmm.
and they know you taking stuff off the channel. That blonde lady gifted somebody a Tea Talk with Your Girl membership.
Congratulations, whoever got that.
Hmm.
Who got the membership? Who got the membership?
Who got the membership, y'all?
No.
Who got the membership, y'all?
Got the membership. Who got the membership, y'all?
Kim, you received the membership. Shout out to Kim, you. Okay.
All right.
Thank that fine
Congratulations.
lady. All right. Sandra P, they will block you for sharing information. Yep, Jonetta, that's it.
Yeah, they will.
Mhm.
Don't fuck around and get blocked. Sandra P, you can start whenever you're ready, dear.
Okay, thank you. All right, everybody. This is the third episode we've had down in Grenada. So this is episode 15. This is the rebirth. They had a 3-part series, which I enjoyed. So we start out after they ended last week. They had a wild night. Drew and Angela have their first scene together. Drew is in her quarters, and Angela comes in with breakfast, which I thought was really sweet. They sit
Mm-hmm.
down, start to eat together. And I thought they both look really pretty. They still have their fresh face on it and their night clothes. And they sit down, and Drew's saying that this is the first time that she's really feeling like it's a real vacation. They've kind of squashed any beef that they had with each other. And she says she really feels good about making up with Portia because that seemed to solve everything between her and everybody else. Nobody else is no longer mad with her. So she's happy about that. She said they all got to kind of rally around for Shamia and wish her well and wish the baby Chilo well. And Angela said, I thought everything was going well until I looked at you. So they both start laughing. And Drew started to kind of mock Britt about, I got you, girl. You the village girl. She said, I thought I was the actress. So they both laughing about that. And then as they still eat, and you know how Angela do, she started just eating like she's not really talking about nothing. And then she said, well, what you think about Kelly and Britt? Because they used to always take up for each other. There's a kind of energy there. They're not as close. So the two of them kind of speculate on that. They don't know what's going on with that. So the next scene, we end up in the other ladies are in their quarters, which is Portia and Cynthia are in the room, and a knock on the door comes from Phaedra. They let Phaedra in. Phaedra comes in because she says that she couldn't sleep all that well because she likes to go to sleep to murder mysteries and stuff like that. And her TV was not working. So because her TV wasn't working, she's up early. She come down there to just hang out with them a little bit. And she jokes about she don't mind going to bed watching somebody get stabbed or deleted because she says she got her blick, blick, blick. She can, they're not coming to get her, even if there is a killer outside. So she comes in, they start talking about the wild night that they had, all the twerking and stuff like that. They just said she might have gotten somebody pregnant. She might have gotten Cynthia pregnant. Cynthia might have gotten her pregnant. They just had a wild night. So they show a flashback to them, and they were just twerking all over each other, booty to booty. Everybody, not everybody, everybody, yeah, booty everywhere, all in the air. So Phaedra manages to bring up Angela. She kind of like a strict math teacher. She's kind of like a school mom, and she started talking about Angela, and she was asking me questions like Barbara Walters, and Portia jumps in, kind of start clowning a little bit. They're making fun of Angela a little bit. And they start talking about that she's seen. She said that Britt got so comfortable she took her boobs out and she had an inverted nipple. She said she had never seen that before. That's Phaedra who notices everything. She never seen that before. And then Portia turned to Cynthia and said, "Yeah, like your clit." Cynthia was really embarrassed. Cynthia was like, "Oh Lord," she said, "No, mine got a hood on it," and I had never heard of that. But that's what she said. And Portia confirmed that, yeah, that was the case. And Cynthia started kind of laughing about it, but I don't know how I would have checked that or got that taken out. But to me, that was crazy. That wasn't even joking at that point. But they were all laughing. Cynthia laughing embarrassingly, but they were all laughing. And then for the next scene, I think this is my last.
Right there real quick though, because
yeah, we can. Yeah, so you don't forget.
Can I just tell y'all, I might be going to hell because the way I laughed at that scene, I laughed so freaking hard.
Me too.
I rewind that shit 2 times today because I'm sorry. Cynthia was mortified.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. When she went underneath that damn black thing, she really meant that shit, man. She was in bed because when Portia
got a hood.
Did y'all see Cynthia's face when Portia said that shit?
Oh my God.
Baby, Cynthia was not here for that shit.
Yeah, and when I cackled when Phaedra said that inverted nipple and she popped it out. Girl, I hollered.
Baby, but when she said that thing popped out.
Girl, I hollered.
When she said that thing popped out, I said, wait a minute, Phaedra. So basically, she's saying that girl got a defective titty. That's what she said.
Might have happened with the work done. I don't know.
Yes, I'm lying. I'm lying.
That's what she said. She may have had work done, but that's what she said. I have never seen that either. I guess it's
inverted boob reminds me of.
She's her thing, and that thing poof come right out. She said.
She said, "Jesus."
Yeah, she did. Jesus.
What you think about all this mess?
But that was funny though, and poor Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia was humiliated. She was embarrassed. She tried to cover herself with her little cover up. That was too much. Cool Cat said I was put off by that mess. I did not find it funny. I find everything Phaedra say disturbing, negative, and just gross. Cool Cat, I think she goes a little too far looking for a moment.
Yeah.
Some of that talking about the other women's body. That's a little too much.
Now, Sandra P, I'm agree with you. I am. Because today I just felt like it was a couple things she said that made me feel like she was trying too hard to snap because she got these commercials now, snap. So like everything she said gotta be snapped. I mean, that's what I got. So some of this stuff is just outlandish to me. I'm like, huh? What? Now I did find the whole thing with the nipple funny. I'm sorry.
That was funny to me.
I was going to hell. I think that shit was funny. That was classic. That's going down in history, especially Cynthia's fucking face when Portia said, "It's sort of like your cleat." And then the camera came in on them, baby, right in their face, baby. That thing was funny.
Funny.
Y'all can call me what you want, but I thought that shit was classic. Now that other shit, some of that other stuff do be too much. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And she said it was the KKK. What did that mean? I think I have a sense of humor, but I didn't know what Phaedra meant. She said your clit is the KKK. What? I said what?
Because it had the hood over it.
I don't know about that part.
Oh, okay. Good because she said Cynthia clit have a hood. You know, some women don't have a hood, and some women do.
They got a hood on. The KKK.
Yeah, you got a hood too.
I got it. You right.
That's crazy.
They
You
were
said
That
it's
shit
hood.
was funny to me.
KKK.
I'm sorry. That was funny. She said, what your tooth is? Tooth KKK? Man, the hood?
That is crazy. That's a mess.
I mean, the shit was funny to me, especially
It
that
was
damn
funny, y'all. That was funny.
man. Y'all got to
Yeah.
The
give
way she said it,
laugh at
I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
that shit was funny to me. I'm sorry.
Hey, Rob.
And let me finish up my
Cynthia said
last
she had
part.
a hood on her
She
clitoris.
said she had a hood. They
She
wear
said that
hoods, so
motherfucker from the
she said,
hood.
what's wrong with your clique? It's part of the KKK.
Baby, I'm done. Y'all, I'm done. Anyway, okay, let's keep going, y'all. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
The last scene I left out was a small scene with Shamia getting a phone call. Shamia wakes up in the morning, she's still in bed. She gets a phone call from her mother to check on the baby Chilo and find out what went on with her last night. The mother discusses, she said the baby was really cold. She said as she came down the hall, it was so cold that the mother was concerned, like, what is going on in here? She said the baby didn't have no socks. She might have had a nightie on, but she didn't have any socks on, and it was cold, cold. And Shamia just started to ask, well, what did the nurse have on? She said she was bundled up like she was going to the North Pole. So I found that really strange, y'all. And
Yeah.
some people think that babies don't get cold. I don't know why they think that, maybe because they kick their stuff off, but that don't mean that they're not cold. So her
That's
and the
true.
mother discussed that. And then Shamia said, well, okay, mom, I'm going to let you get back. And she said, I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my vacation. So the mother let her go. And then y'all could either cover what you think about that. But the next scene is going to be Kelly and Britt. Britt going to Kelly's quarters. But we can talk about any one of the scenes. Shamia and her mom's call, Drew and Angela's scene, or more of the three ladies, Phaedra, Portia, and Cynthia clowning about the night before.
I don't understand. With the baby, was the air supposed to be low in that area? I mean, it just didn't make sense. It needed more explanation.
Now, does the baby have equipment? The baby has a nurse, so she does have a live-in nurse. So she have equipment that's required to be cool.
To be cold, because we needed more explanation, because if there's equipment that she sleeps on at night, she has to be cold. And let me say this, with her septal defect and stuff, she has to keep it cool so she won't get stopped up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And moist. So maybe she just keep the covers off of her, and she found out she was cold and took her forever to get warmed up, because she does have a compromised immune system. I just wanted more. I just needed her to talk more about that, because it didn't make sense. So
yeah, that was strange.
Pretty much it. Other than
the chat want to know where was Mr. HVAC at, because
he was probably calling Shamia about it. Maybe he called her.
What I'm saying,
and I didn't like he called her that first night, because I felt like the mother, and the nurse could have handled it. But he had called her that night before and had her all upset. Which, I mean, everybody's different. Maybe they want to know right then. But if she couldn't get a flight from Grenada that night, I don't know why he called her. And then he was saying, well, you're gonna have to find somebody else to stay with the baby, because something he was saying about hiring, that the lady, I don't know if she threw the baby, something he said, but he said a couple of things that were kind of
right. But what I'm talking about with Mr. HVAC is this man, if he can heat and cool our airports, you mean to tell me he can't make sure that baby's room got the right temperature at all times?
That's what that's why I needed her to elaborate more. It didn't make sense.
Like, I need more information.
Because what she was saying didn't make sense. And it doesn't have to, the whole hallway don't have to be cold. It can just be that room. But if the baby had a fever, like she said, the baby could have been hot then. When you get a fever, you get hot, and then when you break that fever, you start shivering and you start getting cold. And as an adult, it takes you forever to get warm, even breaking a fever.
That's
so. And putting on a lot of cover on a baby when they have a fever, so the fever can escape. And the one thing you want the fever to escape is through the feet and the head. you want to take the covers off. You don't keep covers on a fever baby. You know, even as an adult, you keep the fever on. You want your body to breathe and naturally cool down versus keeping tons of cover on you to keep the heat in. It just raises your body temperature. So I don't know. Just
I don't know why.
Mahogany Meek says she don't think it's about the baby being cold. She think the baby didn't have no clothes on. But if it's not about the baby being cold, the mama said that the lady had on a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was going to Eskimo.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nurse was bundled up. Yeah, that's what she said. So that was part of the problem.
Bundled up. So Mahogany, I think it was cold in there.
Mm-hmm. And I think when they go to the hospital, because if they put the babies in the tents, it's really cold in there. When they have asthma and stuff like that. And with her septum, not being developed, it's easy to close. So when you keep it cool, it keeps the swelling down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But maybe she should explain that to Shamia and her mom and Shamia's husband.
Well, they didn't know that the baby's been going through that since she was born. They know that. It makes sense.
Well, Shamia was acting, and the mom was acting like the woman was, doing something bad to the baby. From what
that's how Kelly, that's how Britt acted with the what was it, the designer. She had like she was the event planner, and she wasn't. So they're gonna hide something.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, y'all, in the scene with Cynthia and Phaedra and Portia, it also came up. Phaedra said, "I got some tea," and Portia and them leaned right in.
Yeah.
They started talking about Britt and Kelly. But for the thing that annoyed me, y'all, Phaedra for some reason was calling Kelly Tinkerbell, even though she's only half an inch taller. Tinkerbell told Britt that she can't use her glam, and then she called her strawberry shortcake in the confessional. So Phaedra is doing a little bit too much. Kelly hasn't done anything to Phaedra yet.
But she ain't that tall herself. We only 5 feet tall.
Wait, y'all short. You ain't saying pretty tall, but y'all short.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all be making fun of people's height, though. Yeah.
I love being short. I do. I love being short. So it ain't hurting me. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So Phaedra.
I don't think Phaedra cares too much for Kelly, in my personal opinion.
She hypes her up too much for me.
Yeah,
she says she like little people, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
So who knows? She might have a fetish.
I think she liked Britt now since Britt gave her a good bath. I think Phaedra likes Britt now. She gave her a good bath. There's no way I would let a woman bath me like that. There's no way. I don't care where
down.
I don't care where the oil was at.
That right there, that was too much.
Yeah, I don't care where the oil was at. If
I got all the way up in between her ass, and I know all the way with her. No.
I haven't heard of nobody letting no woman do that to them, unless they were,
Yeah.
But I have never heard of that before, and that's why I say after these cameras go off, we don't know what they was doing in that shower or what. I don't know. She said she even went in there, got the Dawn dishwasher liquid, and was getting it out of Phaedra's behind.
Yeah. That's nasty.
Yeah, but Shamia them said they still, when they came out to breakfast, they said they still had the oil on them. They said they did get out what they could, but they said they still had oil on them.
They probably doing or something. They said it's real oil. That black oil is
actually real oil.
Jab, nab.
Well, look here. I would have sat in the bathtub.
You're supposed to have all that stuff near your private part.
You said what now? T-Talk?
You can't be having all that black oil down there in your private part.
No, I ain't gonna have it on my skin, period.
She said they couldn't get it all out. And that's what Portia said. Shamia said that when they asked them the next morning, did you get all of it out? Shamia and Portia and them was saying no, they still didn't get. They took a shower. They said, but they still, they still did not get all of the black oil off their body. So they was saying that they still had black oil on them.
Yeah, they showed the pillow and stuff and everything. It was all over everything.
Yeah. So, but I would have soaked in some water, put some, some vinegar and stuff in there, get soaked it off, got up, took the shower, and start scrubbing my own stuff. I don't need no woman to help me with that.
Rub me, child. I can scrub myself.
Yeah.
Told her to spread her cheeks.
Yes. Bend over and spread them. I cannot.
Right. Never mind. I ain't put no oil down there. Okay.
I ain't like all that oil, honey.
The oil got on them all over them when they was pouring it on them, so it got all down there.
Sorry, I wouldn't been able to do no jab. Sorry.
I know, right?
You said T-Talk, you want to let Britt up.
No, ma'am. Not all that black. No, ma'am.
That stuff is like Creed oil. Ugh. It's like it sticks to you, kind of like when they throw it on the road. You know that? No.
Oh wow.
What if you're allergic to that and you have a bad reaction? Nah. And be my look, I'll be looking like a strawberry.
Right. And my whole thing is I love having a good time when we go out, but some stuff I just can't do. Y'all want to go, I'll support, in the crowd. But I'm just not gonna do that. I support it.
No, I ain't gonna put no oil on me. I wish that ninja would have came to me and put the oil on him. He would have got
He had Phaedra spread eagle. Phaedra was laying all up on the table. He was just humping on all of them.
Nasty. CC said their rooms probably looked like a Diddy party. No, it looked like a tar party. And that was nasty to leave in people's house like that.
The black oil.
That was nasty.
It was.
I will cover the cost.
Just that stuff I'm just not gonna do. But I go to support. Y'all, if y'all want to do it, I'll go to support. I'll be in the crowd. I'll go to support. But just some stuff I'm not gonna do.
You're not gonna put that oil on me.
Yeah,
and then that's one of them.
Unless it's 7th Avenue.
Right.
That's
and then
all
that. No, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna get in the pool or go lay on the. Go lay it out on a chair. I'm not. Y'all want to all over each other. Hey, be at it. Don't put me in it. That's what I told y'all. I would have went in the room with Angela. I would have got on the patio, but I didn't know. When I woke up with somebody on top of you.
I was stuck to you.
No, yeah.
What if you had bugs and stuff? They'd be all stuck on you. Oh God, mosquitoes. No, thank you.
Yeah, I wish they could get some. I would wish they would do some different activities. They don't have to do these activities what they're doing. I wish they would do some other stuff, like some ladylike stuff. I'm not saying this is not. They just do. I don't know if it's the alcohol that make them act up like this. I don't know. It's just something ain't right.
I enjoyed the waterfall. I think they are in the.
I love the waterfall. Yeah. The waterfall was fine, and the cooking, I loved it. That.
Me too. The chef, that was nice.
But then when they get home, they start acting such a. I don't know. I don't know if they have too many shots, and then they get freaky or something. I don't know.
Well, I just think they think this is what the women want to see, turned up and all that. But they are forgetting that the age group for the Real Housewives of Atlanta has changed. It's not a younger crowd anymore. And the reason why they're not getting all these views because these women of our age, we don't care for booty slapping. Now, 20 years ago, we would have turned up, maybe that would have been funny. But to me, at this age, it's not funny. And they're too old to be doing all that.
Right.
Yeah, I noticed they flash back to it too. They refer to it, but they don't really show it as a scene. They just talk about it. Same thing with Portia's birthday. They flash back to it just like with this. That blonde lady. That was Phaedra's client too. You remember that guy? I forgot his name. That was Phaedra's client. When Mama Joyce and Nene left, Mama Joyce said, "Who set that up?" And I forgot what Nene called Phaedra. Miss Phaedra Park, something she called her. I
Yeah,
forgot.
they got to grow with the audience.
Yeah,
A
they
lot of
got.
women don't want to see that. Now we turn up, we have fun, but we don't be doing all that stuff. There's a
Right.
limit. It, I ain't but don't come booking up on me. And they don't realize that. I think Bravo is just stuck on the fact that it's kind of biased that they think that all black women like that, and it's not true.
Right.
It's just not true.
You know, they think all of us act like that. Look, just because they act like that, it's not all of us.
No, absolutely not. So y'all want to move on to Britt Kelly? They having their talk.
Is it Bravo that think that, or the cast? Because the cast the one giving us that.
I don't know. Maybe they think that's what it is because they live in Atlanta, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if you a woman of a certain age, you can have a good time without doing all that hoochie coochie on one of them.
I agree.
You don't have to do all that.
I agree.
This is too much.
Hmm. And it takes away from the good that you could do, or the real drama, the real tea. You
But
know,
them people don't want to. That's not what they want to put on
I
their
know,
network either. They
but
don't
they
want.
don't realize that the
Don't want to
network is
show us
not
in
the
a good
same
light.
housewives anymore.
Yeah, but they don't want to show us in a decent light.
Mm-mm.
They think we just ratchet and wanna, be doing all this
Mhm.
working and drinking. We got more to offer than just that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's what that on that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the Brit and Kelly thing was a interesting thing. Um, they are talking about their relationship, and Brit feels like Kelly is not supportive of her, and she's being different. And Kelly's saying no, that's not true. She's saying that you know they they went back and they saw them finishing each other's sentences, and they were always you know uh dressing alike, holding hands, coming into the place. I mean, unnecessary stuff to me, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
um and come to find out, the they think it's kind of like a jealousy, and mostly it's about the squad. So now Kelly is saying that she loaned Brit her glam squad. I didn't know you can loan them. I thought they go where the money resides, but anyway.
I know I
Um,
could.
and she says that Brit had a meeting with the glam squad at her house. But then I got the little tea that Kelly was supposed to be at the meeting also, but she got drunk, and Britt had to send her Uber to get
Mm-hmm.
her to her house to have the meeting with the Glam Squad. Now, Harris, he said that he goes where the money resides, and the money resides with Britt because every time she get out the chair, that cash or that Apple Pay hit, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and not Britt. I mean, not Kelly. So, Kelly, who lying here? Okay, somebody lying. And it don't seem like, I mean, I'm trying to just figure that out. It seemed like she also said she was upset because it seems like Harris was doing Brit's makeup a whole lot better than Kelly. Well, when you pay your money, you get better makeup. Just
But
saying.
not
So
only
what?
that, with the canvas, a canvas, because I
Uh-huh.
saw that. Some makeup art, I mean, your face is a canvas for them.
Exactly.
Some canvases are easier to maneuver on than others. Britt
Yeah.
and Kelly got two different. I
Two
mean, I
different
think
faces.
right, and I think Britt's face is probably easier for any makeup artist than Kelly. That's
And
just.
she has really nice skin too. So That little hood thing she had on, she really looked pretty with that. You know, her makeup looked bronzy and flawless. And Kelly got a lot of cheek implants and lips. So it's a lot. I mean, when you manipulate your face, you're gonna.
Kelly looked better without the implants. Because I showed a picture on my page where she didn't have all those fillers, and she looked it way better without
She
all those.
did. She did.
Without fillers. And I don't know what's going on with this little circle thing on your forehead now. I don't like that little squiggy like from Laverne. I don't like that. I don't know what they got going on with that little circle going around your forehead. I don't know what that.
Oh yeah, like that either.
You know that? You remember Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley? I know I'm telling you.
Yeah, Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah, remember that little thing used to have his forehead?
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't know why everybody's putting out in the front of their forehead now, the women.
Trying to make a moment, trying to make a design, honey. I guess.
I don't like it.
So, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about Glam Teen? I mean, from what I've heard, since I've seen the little bit of tea that I saw, it kind of makes sense now. Kelly is trying to say that, Britt stole her team, but actually the team say they go where the money go. So I don't know.
But this is my thing. If somebody's having a problem, I don't think they should out them like that. Anybody can fall down and have a problem. It's you could be up today and down tomorrow. I don't think that they should out them like that.
I don't even think it's about that, Dr. T. I think it's the fact that how Kelly brags and how she made it look like Britt couldn't afford a team. And this is the narrative that that she couldn't afford a team. She can't bring enough stuff for Hurricane. Notice the narrative. Notice how set her up. But then you get a whole glam team and the makeup artists and stuff come out and say that's not true. Because every time she get up, her money hit. So,
okay. But then I thought maybe having money problems. I thought, maybe her restaurants was closed down, but then someone told me that one of her
she got one in Sandy Springs, not from my cousin's house, and he opened. My cousin said that thing still look like shambles.
But
I told her, but when you get by there, when you go to work, send me some pictures.
They said she still got money.
Huh?
You said it looked like she in shambles.
Well, it's not done. You know what I'm saying? It's still, and she said don't even see people like working in it. Like she said at one time people were working in it, but now she said she thought it wasn't going to happen because she don't see nobody working in it.
Which one? The one she got up and going now, or the one she trying to
the one in Sandy Springs. It's like 30 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Okay, so that one is up and going then.
Yeah, the one in Atlanta is up, but not the one in Sandy Springs.
Okay, well then she should have money if that one is up and going, right?
Well, the one in Sandy Springs would definitely be lucrative because that's a highly that's where Portia Housewives and stuff kind of stay. So, and a lot of the a lot of business people stay there. It used to be Buckhead, but now they moving towards Sandy Springs. So she's trying to get it off the ground because she know it would do good there, but she has not gotten it off the ground yet. I don't know if it's because of the divorce, if she's just waiting till that clears and then the money clears, or what. I don't know. Because she owed the landlord a lot of money.
Okay, but is she making money from the other one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is, but that money might be just barely covering her, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then the money she's getting from the show, I'm pretty sure it is a whole lot because she's a newbie.
Yeah, then that's why I don't understand why her husband wanted those restaurants closed down. and then they, have financial problems now. I don't get that.
Because they like he's not having financial problems. Don't he got his restaurant up and running?
Yeah, Uncle Butch.
His restaurant doing good, ain't it?
It is Uncle Butch Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah.
He look like a good.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a restaurant.
Man, they try to tear the woman down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so his restaurant is up and popping, but they're tearing her stuff down. Okay.
Yeah. Don't want to pay her child support because she knows that money is going towards the kids and towards their living. He don't want her to do better than that's plain and simple.
Well,
Pastor Deacon Butch don't want nobody to do better than him. Deacon shoes.
Yeah, honey, he should have kept Kelly the way he looked.
Chad, what you say?
He should have been glad to have Kelly the way he looked.
That thing is not cute.
Ooh, right.
When I say, oh my gosh, Ninja Turtle.
I said, Lord, he look like one of them old country dudes back in the wood church.
Like Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
That's what he looked like.
I don't know what was the reason they got no divorce, but baby, you should have kept Kelly.
Yeah. I heard you cheating, child.
Shit.
The fucking girl. I
said
that
I know
that bitch got the nerve.
Oh,
what did he say? What did he say?
Nerve. Huh?
Well, he got a curve.
He got
that old country curve.
To go out there and cheat. What looking like that? Y'all better go ahead before I be got that child. Listen.
No.
He got the nerve to cheat on Kelly looking the way he looking with his
looking child. Pigeon toes and deacon shoes and church coat. If he don't go somewhere and sit down, looking like a whole slave.
Yes, he did, D. Yes, he did. Take Kelly's grandmother's waffle recipe.
He did.
His own restaurant.
And when they opened up his own.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure the fuck did. He probably
and he took $500,000 from the businesses to open it up.
Yeah, he probably took one or two ingredients and changed them.
Mm-hmm.
Just so he could say that his recipe is not hers. But he took her concept.
He did.
She should sue him.
And cookbook and all that too. Trying to do what she do.
If I was her, I would sue him. I don't care. He would get sued.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he want her to pay. He don't had 6 lawyers. That's what he said. Sound like, and Drew said he had 3. Ralph had 3. Sound like Martell now to me.
Martell manipulating. These motherfuckers probably got a club called the Master Manipulator of the Divorce Club.
Right. Yeah. They probably go to Martell. What is that nonprofit man group? They probably all in there together.
And they probably sharing lawyers. Now you can get him this time. I don't need him no more. I got this lawyer.
They probably passing them lawyers around, child.
Like old, like stripper.
Pass the lawyer on the left hand side.
Pass the lawyer.
Yeah, child, I cannot.
Ooh, child. Well, I tell you. So y'all ready? Y'all want to say anything else about that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's Portia. Then they come out, and they're going by the pool, and she's on the phone with PJ, showing PJ how pretty it is, and her and Angela are having a drink. Then Kelly and Shamia comes out dressed alike. Angela said she want to know where Britt at, and Britt gonna be mad, and she here for it. What y'all think about that? That was funny. She said they came out dressed alike, and everybody like.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
because they both planned the trip together. So I thought that was funny that they had the same material on the bathing suits.
Yes.
But Angela's messy. She was looking for trouble from Britt because of that. And I think Britt was a little jealous.
Yeah.
But Kelly
Yeah.
seemed kind of sad to me. I know she had a lot going on while they were down there, but some of these men that try to destroy the woman just because they're getting divorced, that just I'm not gleeful over anything Kelly going through. I think she wasn't herself. She was kind of down.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Was.
They BAN. That's what they are.
Yeah.
BAN.
Yeah.
Exactly.
BANs, child. They are BANs.
She
So
and Drew could have been bonding all along. Her and Drew going through something similar. They didn't even know they were going through the
exactly.
same thing.
But she
Kelly
was
tried to
coming
line up.
after Drew instead
Yeah, for
of
no reason.
for no reason.
Yeah.
So she thought it was Mia, you know. I mean, come on, girl. And they have the same anniversary date. You know,
Oh
Expectation.
yeah.
21st.
Who's the president of the Divorce Demon Club, Martell or Simon? Shit, both of them hold. I mean,
That's president
me.
and vice president, child.
There you go. There you go. And whichever one.
Secretary is the treasurer is Ralph. Secretary is Mark Daly.
Mm. Not poor
And
Mark
Mark
Daly.
is the usher. The other Mark.
They like to drag it out and get the woman's money.
Yes. Who we gonna rob this week, y'all?
Offset. Shit, don't leave Offset out now. God damn it.
Oh yeah, Offset said that Cardi B ain't paid him his spousal support in 4 months. He said he needs that. He got 6 kids to take care of.
He's a bum.
Child, that's a bum if I ever see one. Go
He said he
make
got
some
4
music.
kids to take care of. He said he needs that spousal support.
Well, he need to go make some music. Oh, he can't.
Yeah, make some music.
Make some music.
To take
Make
care
some
of.
music. Why you can't make music?
He said he taking her back to court. That's what he said. He said because she ain't paid him.
Well, when was she? What I'm asking is, when did the judge tell him that?
What I said, because I thought he was going for it, but they didn't grant it.
I read it. Let me look that up again. Let me look on my thing. He said that he needed his spousal support. Wait a minute.
I didn't think they had been to court for that yet.
But see, Cardi, but she messed up that she didn't get no prenup. That's what she messed up at. I don't know why, because you know they didn't even have a real wedding. They had they got married at the justice of the peace at I think at the courthouse. They didn't do the thing here.
Get out of here.
They didn't get no prenup. They have no prenup. None. So he can, you know, that's why he doing it. That's why he acting up like he is.
I just don't get these states that let people come into people's lives. And, you know, in my state, you got to be 10 years in to get any type of alimony.
Yeah, that's like that in South Carolina, too.
Yeah.
Before you can even get any parts of anybody's retirement, you got to be married 10 years.
Yeah.
I think you've been married to Cardi B 10 years.
No. No, ma'am.
No. How old the little kid? I mean, the oldest child is about what, 4 or 5? How old is Coaches? 7.
No, she was older than
that.
But they got married in 2018, though.
Okay, so that's 6. Yeah, cheers.
Well, they got married.
They got married in 18.
Kelly's husband pays no support. Kelly's husband, she had 4 girls, 3 by
and
him.
He pays nothing.
He doesn't pay anything. So I know she's stressed. And I wouldn't work with Paris.
Only 3 of the kids is his, and the other daughter is by somebody else.
Yeah, she had her older daughter, but that father is still in Chloe's life. They mentioned it.
Yeah.
With her grades.
So maybe she.
That's what messed Kelly up. And that's why I don't look at her the same, because in the beginning, she said when Dad, he was like a deadbeat. And then all of a sudden, they best friends and he takes care of Chloe. I mean, which is he in the life or not?
Yeah.
So.
All the new Peaches came in without their story together. They kind of forgot what they told the audience at first, and then the stories kind of changed a little bit. You could see it during the course of the season. That's why I hate that fake stuff. Just come in, and I can sympathize with anybody. Even Britt could have said, "This used to be my lifestyle. I was a teenager. well, struggling, but
Yeah.
now, you know, just and I root for
People
anybody.
resonate with you better when you are rich.
Yeah.
When you coming in,
They came to
I'm
the
here trying to
reunion.
make my money just like everybody
Yeah.
else. I'm trying, you know. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah. Britt's got
I
people
can't.
that would have been on her side, but she just she's done too much now. She could have came to the
Mhm.
reunion and kind of
Too
defended
much.
herself a little bit, stood in it, and but she just I don't think there's no turning back now.
And the fact
Mhm.
that she even won to sue Bravo for $20 million when she herself was on the show, damn near butterball ass naked
Naked.
Somebody
herself.
brought it up. Brought that
How
up.
can she
Yeah.
look at this? How can she? This
Yeah.
girl ain't had
But
no
booty
clothes
naked.
on. Look
And
at
from
her,
the
got
back
her
too.
tongue out.
Somebody came in and
Ugh.
brought that up. It was Britt. Whoever that was that said they didn't Dot Willie. That was Britt that was bucket naked. That's the scene right
Yeah.
there. And she put that brown on the bottom. She put all that down too. And her
She
whole
Yeah,
pulled
bottom.
everything down. She was
Yeah. She
naked.
was birthday naked. She had a birthday suit on.
but yes,
I
she'll
don't know.
tell you how
Yeah.
somebody did something to her.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't worried about all that.
And that Bravo, they may use that as an excuse. You hear they have a rumor that, oh,
Mhm.
this loss, we might even have to cancel this show. And what they need to tell them is,
Yes.
look, you got Jax and all them over there with all kind of lawsuits. You got a girls trip they filmed they'll never show because Brandy done felt on Caroline Manzo over there and got
Mhm.
her all upset. She had to sue him or settle. So they kill me when everything with us it's like show ending. Like, oh, we may not be able to even keep the show.
So they got man. Wish she get 20. No.
Naja, you didn't see that? Naja looking at the still. She said, what the hell? Yeah, that's her.
Okay. They
Yeah,
said
that's happening.
She got the bottom, the other, the whole, the little jumpsuit, all of that came off.
All of it. Threw
Tell
them
you.
titties up on that doggone table. Inverted
Yeah,
nipple.
that Willie, that's who it was. It was her
I'm,
in
I'm
front of
gonna
everybody.
send you. Wait a minute. I'm gonna send you some TikTok.
Yeah, she is definitely butterball ass naked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
care if they have to pay her a check. I mean, I don't. I could see it. I could see them settling because
I
Bravo
just
has
sent
been
you
out of
something
order for a while.
TikTok,
Okay, I wouldn't
and
have
then
said her ass.
also I was looking for that other clip, but I've been erasing stuff because my inbox and got so full. Where
Mm.
Offset was talking about but I talked about it on my channel. He was saying that he wanted his alimony.
Mm.
Yeah.
Again.
He's a bitch.
You a grown man. Go and pay your own food. Your
Because he
own
said Cardi
alimony.
more money than him. He said Cardi is the breadwinner.
It don't matter. He should go make his own way.
Make his own money. He's supposed to be a man.
Cardi got to take care of her own kids.
That's right.
And
He
she
could get
said she
back with
don't
his
ask
brother
him for
to
nothing.
make some music. That his brother to do like a in memoriam type thing for the other one and just make some music. There's people that liked him. They were big in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Well, him and what's his name? What you call? They need to get back together and make some music.
Yeah,
The
What is it?
Migos.
Yeah.
yeah, the Migos.
They
One
need
of
Mm-hmm.
them
to get
boys
together and
gone
make
with
some music.
you. She made him and Quavo because the other one
Yeah.
gone.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takeoff is gone, so him and Quavo
Yeah.
need to get back together and make some movies.
Yeah,
Make some
people
music.
they're nostalgic. They'll support them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sure will. They not. I mean, they do good music. So I don't know what the problem is. I think he just want to try to destroy Cardi. Like I said, it's those men, honey. It's the men for you.
Yeah, I don't think see what the problem is, I think those women only wanted to mess with Offset because just to say they was messing with Cardi B husband. But now that Cardi don't want him no more and don't care about him no more, I don't think those women really want to mess with him like that no more unless he paying.
He
You
ain't
know,
paying. Nobody want him.
yeah, unless he paying them because the excitement for those women is gone because I think that these women and men when they cheat and stuff, it's like a adrenaline rush because I'm messing with Cardi B husband. Okay, he for to be Cardi B ex husband. So what thrill is you gonna get out of that? So the thrill is gone now because Cardi
Mm-hmm.
B is with Stephon Diggs. So there's no thrill of it in it no more. So they don't really want to mess with him like that. He, he's not even good looking. So I guess he got to pay them now, allegedly, in my opinion. They don't want to be messing with him now.
Yeah.
And I think he going broke. But they say he gambled real bad.
That don't surprise me.
Yeah, he's a gambler.
All right.
So we shall see.
We're gonna get back to this so we can end this.
Look at her with no bra. Oh goodness.
Disgusting, honey. Look at her. Got a tongue hanging out.
I think maybe she go both ways, allegedly. Allegedly.
Her wife.
She look like a whole demon. Look at her. Ain't got the nerve to kill somebody for some dang on. Child, sit your ass down.
Right. And talking about she a lady. What she was saying, she said,
ladies, we're classy. We're classy here.
Yeah, not you, huh? You ain't classy. You trashy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honey.
Classy.
I don't know. I think these. I don't know. I would say all of them allegedly, in my personal opinion, is bi except Angela. Angela, just allegedly. I'm just saying. Because how they be acting, Angela be sitting there looking at them. And I would think Shamia wouldn't act like that because of her husband and all the businesses that they have. You go to business meeting and they looking at her, and then looking at her from how she act on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come in here acting like you all classy now. We've seen Real Housewives of Atlanta how you be twerking and humping on women. Don't come in here all now with your tongue and shit all hanging out. No.
You said humping on women. She was humping on men too back there. The job, whatever that shit was called.
Jab.
Making her body available to be hugging on men with no clothes on. You don't supposed to do that. You married, girl.
Right. I hope her husband got stamina, because if not, I believe she getting it somewhere else. It's like she got high nature.
Oh, don't say that.
No.
Met her.
Isn't her husband 65?
Child.
Yeah, he's in his 60s. I think they said 65, Dr. T.
Oh, no, he ain't giving it to Shamia like she needed. He's not cracking her back. He ain't doing none of that.
Wait a minute.
That's why he always booty popping.
He's not nailing her to the mattress. He's not nailing her to
the with the Nigerian herbs.
No, he's not nailing her to the mattress. No, he's not nailing her to the mattress. No.
He not nailing her?
No, hell no.
He ain't folding her like a folding chair.
No.
So
that's why Shamia over there allegedly humping all on everybody else. She ain't getting humped on at all.
Ain't getting them eggs cracked.
She ain't getting that back crack. That's why she ain't never did.
That's what she act like, for real.
Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. That's why she ain't never did, allegedly.
Oh my.
She want to be getting done like Yandy was doing.
Oh my.
That man said he couldn't even call his damn man because they were so loud in the other room. He said,
Child, I was in here today speaking of Yandy. Scrappy went live and he gonna say he don't want he want to merge like Yandy and Mendices.
Yeah. He said with no papers, with nothing attached, he just wants a spiritual wedding. He said he want a spiritual wedding.
Nah, that ain't what he said when I seen him. He ain't saying nothing about no spirit. He was like coming for those people. He was coming for them. That's what the hell he was doing. He was coming for Yandy and Mendices because they married, they say.
Yeah, because you know how they had the weddings and stuff like that on TV and stuff. It was a beautiful wedding with Mandy and Yandy had. The only problem is Yandy said, ain't nobody getting her motherfucking money. She said, she said they married spiritually. Because at that time, Erica and then Samantha, if Yandy would have went down there and signed the papers, they was gonna be getting a lot of child support. So Yandy
Yeah,
said he
it's
don't
the
like
government restitution. Mendici
Yeah.
owed that
Uh-huh.
restitution at the time.
So I don't blame Yandy.
Yandy is already helping with the kids.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
she
her.
was protecting her assets, honey.
I don't blame
Yeah.
her. So Scrappy was saying he want to do that next time he get married. He just want to do like the ceremony, but he not gonna turn in a marriage license.
Uh-huh. That's what he said. That's what he said, child.
He said he not turning no marriage
He
license.
said. Mm-hmm. That's what he said, honey. But
Yeah,
he ain't had to say Yandy and Medici's. He was being funny.
Yeah, facetious.
but everybody is saying that now they believe Rashida and Kirk when they saying that they think that Mendici and Yandy has a open marriage.
And again, it's not our business, even if they do.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Tyler Perry them. If that's what them people like, that's what them people like.
Yeah,
Let it be
Like
open,
what they
honey.
like.
Open legs, flanging langles. That's
Right.
what they do.
One life. If that's what they want to do with their life is, you know what I mean? The shit.
yeah,
Mhm.
Everybody else get to do
I like
it in
Yandy.
peace. Why can't they?
I like Yandy.
They
I
want to
like
get
her.
on
But
TV
my
and lie
thing
about
is,
it. I think they want to project something else. Because Yandy wasn't letting people know all that. When she was
A
having
lot of people
VH1 was
get on.
paying for those weddings and stuff, she wanted to get on there and
Uh-huh.
project something else.
But
That's
I
the only
think
thing. I wouldn't
I
care, but
think
don't
when
get
they
on
was
there and
having,
say something else.
you think that when they was having those weddings that she didn't want to marry him? I don't think that was the case. I think that
Oh, she
the
did.
wedding,
I think
as
she wanted to
as
marry
far
him.
as I remember it, that them girls was talking about they wanted some child support. And
Mhm.
Yandy said, I'm not. So at that point, Yandy was like, I'm not handing these papers in because now these broads is trying to come for child support from her because it's
Mhm. Cause she the wife now.
or something.
yeah,
So it wasn't because they was playing. I think that it was the way that things unfolded. I think it was the way things unfolded, and she made a decision after all that stuff, after the drama, after the wedding. She said she wasn't handing those papers, and shit, I wish I would have did that for real.
yeah.
Mhm.
You want to have a
But
wedding? Come
but
on,
then
let's go
too,
have a wedding, and let me be in charge of handing the papers in.
It ain't going to the courthouse.
The bitches going right to the motherfucking bar. I'm gonna burn the bitches up.
Oh my God.
but do you know what my thing is? Why do you think that the dude told though? The
I
dude
don't
that
know
Yandy
why.
was messing.
I remember Andy. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know why he would come
I
out
don't know
here and
why he
talk
did.
to Tasha K though and tell everything. He said they had, he said they were messing
Yandy
around for
probably
years.
stopped giving him that windy. Yandy probably stopped giving up that good loving, girl. You see, the
Mhm.
boy got mad. Something happened because the best friend got mad. The boy she was sleeping with got mad.
Mhm.
Everybody got mad at Yandy. I don't know what she did, but she did something. Pissed some people off.
No.
Yeah, but they said it's more than one. It's another guy that wants to come out as well. So it's a more people that want. I guess they're gonna come out or what?
Child, at this point, they just want to be on Love and Hip Hop. That's what it's
Oh.
giving me. Because why is you coming out? Why is everybody kissing and telling nowadays anyway?
And especially a man.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they something else.
But he got into details. Tasha K gonna say that you sleep with Yandy with protection. He gonna say, I think he didn't because he took too long. He hesitated. He was like, yeah.
No, he did.
He took too long to answer instead of just saying yes.
Mhm.
He
I
took
think
too
he
long.
was. I felt like he was thrown off by the question. He wasn't
You,
expecting. He didn't do his homework. That's what I felt like.
Now
He
when it
didn't.
comes to Tasha K, cause she'll
Man,
tell it, she'll ask anything.
Tasha K would ask that man to lube up a butt. I mean, she would ask anything. She don't
Mhm.
care. And I don't think he was ready for Tasha. You know, he
He
said,
was.
remember, he said that when he was riding in a car with Yandy, when he came to visit her in Atlanta, she was talking to Mendices on the phone, and he thought that was normal. He thought that was how we did it here.
Mm.
Oh, come
did
on.
what?
I
Did
don't
what?
believe him.
He said he thought that that's how Americans got down, that Yandy could be on the phone with her husband while her lover was in the car.
Oh hell no.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Now he know that ain't right.
And he talked to man DC's like it wasn't no problem.
But I bet you man DC didn't know he was in that car.
Hell no, man DC didn't know
How
he
do
was
you
in
know?
that car.
So I don't know how you figured if that was normal. If that was the case, she would have been saying something to him and man DC. You know, so man DC would have knew he was in the car. So I know damn well he didn't think that.
Yeah, he didn't have to be quiet if he knew.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you think that was normal?
That's what he said. I'm telling you
Exactly.
what he said on Tasha K. He talking about he thought that was our way.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's what
I
he
know,
said,
I know.
honey. He said, I thought it was the American way. I said, what? You
Then
think
Tasha trying to say that Yandy was paying the dude. I don't think Yandy was giving that dude no money. I ain't gonna go that far. I don't think she.
Yandy don't have to pay nobody. Tasha's a
Mm-mm.
hater.
I don't think Yandy was
Nah.
giving no
against
money.
Sandra P? She is a straight hater. That's why you
Yeah,
gotta check anything she say. You gotta check it twice and
Mhm.
then check it again.
Check it twice. Check
Yeah.
it. Triple
That's
check
what
it.
I'm saying. You gotta check it
but
twice
man, DC,
again. Shit.
he said it's gonna be a cold summer. I don't know what that means, but he said it's gonna be a
Mhm.
cold summer. So I
He
don't
gonna
know
be
what.
Andy gonna be hot all summer long. Okay.
Andy already hot, child. He gonna be cold. Ain't nobody think he
Okay.
cold. Cold and old.
Baby Yandy, we thought Yandy was stupid, baby, but Yandy let us know she ain't stupid. We thought Yandy was stupid here, but honey, Yandy just was keeping her shit on the on the DL. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, so she thought till her best friend got bad at her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Child. So, um, what do we do? Oh, okay. So I guess you want to finish up Sandra when they were at the pool. Drew and Shamia and Kelly were talking. They celebrated the Drew and Kelly celebrates the same anniversary.
Who
And
didn't go yet? I think somebody didn't go yet.
who go?
No. It's go ahead.
Okay, let me start. Which part are we on? You said
When
Drew.
Drew and Kelly are talking at the pool.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Drew and Kelly were talking about their respective divorces. Kelly pulls up something to show Drew, and they find out that they actually have the same wedding anniversary, and they're both coming up on their 10th wedding anniversary. And Drew gets kind of emotional. She said, she said that she never thought that she'd be going through this. She should be planning her 10th anniversary where they would be getting remarried at this time. And Kelly kind of can't believe what she's going through either. And they both start just thinking about where they are now and that they could have been talking to each other and kind of been friends all along. And that scene was pretty touching. Let me see. I'm sorry, my notes actually somebody else can pick up from there because I'm not sure where we are because we went off.
Go ahead, Sassy.
Let's see. Britt finally came down and because she was late. They are all sitting around. Britt, let's see what was going on. Britt said, she was talking to Phaedra, and once she got down, and that's when Angela said, she can't wait to see Britt's face when she look at Shamia and Kelly in the same outfit. Shamia and Portia were all sitting around, and Portia said, I got a surprise. And so Shamia, what I found strange was when Shamia stood up, she threw her thing back and showed all her ass in the camera. And I'm like, all you had to do was get up. That was so uncalled for to me. So that Shamia and Portia leave, and they go out. Britt and all of them are sitting down. Um, I think Angela, someone asked her about Kelly, how is things going? And she said her and Kelly had a talk last night, and so far so good. She, thinks everything is moving in a positive direction. Now they talking about, jab jab, and jab is uh it was slaves, with the slave owner called the slaves, and it means devil. So they flipped jab jab, painted their bodies black, and danced and party, and made it something positive. So Kelly gets up. She says she has to go talk to her attorney. Um, she said that her husband has not responded to her attorney, and this is his sixth attorney. And Drew says this is Ralph's third attorney. Who is? I think somebody was saying they changed attorneys more than they changed their draws.
Mhm.
And
I'm telling you, they got a club.
yeah, they got the attorney club. Let's swap attorney. Okay. So what y'all think about that? And whoever's last, they can take it on out.
Okay. That
What y'all
would be.
think about jab jab?
I think that was too much oil for the human body to be having all over it. And I
Me
think I
too.
would have cut that one out, and I wouldn't have been jab jab or twerk or nothing else. And Phaedra
Uh-uh.
opened up
Yeah. What if somebody
why
had to
that
blew a
irritated
fire
me.
on them? They
And
would have
then get
burnt the
off putting her
whole
leg.
thing
Somebody
up.
got pregnant, and
Yeah,
she was
somebody lit a match and blew everybody in there.
And then all that oil all in your hair, all over your body like that, and then you got to get somebody else to clean it off you. No,
because
no.
Phaedra said she had to bend
They
over
should
like
have
that.
asked the natives what they used to get it off.
Probably
Well,
don't.
Phaedra let Brick get hers off. Phaedra let
Yeah.
Brick get hers and off.
Yeah, she told her to bend up, spread her ass cheeks open.
Mm-hmm.
She said she had to go in there and get the Dawn dishwashing liquid because Dawn works real. If y'all saw the commercial,
Cuts
they had
grease.
that oil on them,
Yeah.
it cuts grease and stuff. So that's what she said and was scrubbing Phaedra with. And then Phaedra said she said that Brittany seen every crack of her body. That's that.
Deborah said that we talk about how bow-legged Randall showed up.
Yeah, and how he hugged on Phaedra, and Phaedra said he smells wonderful. And that for what now?
Mm-hmm. Shamia was
And he
trying to
told
tell
Phaedra,
I wonder what happened when the cameras went off. I hope.
telling Chad.
I keep telling y'all them cameras go off. I
Portia
don't know
got
what
that one, and Portia got that one, and Phaedra got that other one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
about Portia?
Portia and Shamia come out in the big hat and take a, picture. They being, she said she gave Shamia the hat to, make her feel better with the kid, her child being sick and all this stuff.
See, that's why I said Shamia needs to be a friend of the show because she got a lot of stuff going on with her daughter. Her daughter is sick. She don't need to be on no show. She needs to just be a friend of the show. She got a lot of stuff going on. She trying to, get another baby, and she got one child sick. She don't need to be on there. You can be a friend. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then her husband already. Go ahead, Sandra.
Oh, Deborah mentioned about Randall showing up. That's the minister of tourism. I thought it was nice how one night they had the prime minister and then they had the minister of tourism. I think that was really nice how they showed they were welcome to the island, and prestigious people in the island came to the house and met them. I thought that was nice. It would have been nice to have a scene of them presenting the gifts and some of the supplies and things that they brought for Grenada.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
That would have been a nice scene instead of seeing them shaking their ass, every episode.
Yeah.
I agree.
All Oh, probably all of them had a yeast infection. Shit.
Well, Shamia came back with
At least
strep throat. I don't know what I saw her on, but she. Oh no, maybe it was a
Probably
preview.
got it from
She was
that
in the
goddamn
doctor's
oil.
office. Yeah, she was. It's a preview. She's in the doctor's office with the baby, and she had strep throat. She had been.
Yeah, she probably let somebody put that big old tongue down her throat. Somebody probably put their
No
tongue down her
telling.
damn.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly,
they was into
allegedly,
everything. Allegedly.
they was licking out their tongues.
And her luggage finally showed up the last day, and as soon as it did, she grabbed a pair of Chanel boots and threw them on.
Ooh,
Girl, I
Shamia, she
couldn't
got the
believe
luggage
she
the
was
last
getting ready to
day.
go out with that oil with them damn Chanel boots on.
And they told her everything you put and everything you wear is gonna be ruined, so they don't need to wear those.
Everything gonna be ruined. Brittany was like, "Oh no, you can't wear that. You can't wear that, you mean? You gotta make that." I'm so glad
no.
she's not never coming back to the show no more.
Shamia, I don't know.
No,
She
I
just
heard
needs
her
to be a friend of the show, like Cynthia Bailey is. Shamia needs to be a friend
What
of
did
the
you say,
show.
Dr. T?
I said she needs to be a friend of the show, Shamia. If she got too much going on, and then people know she got money and stuff like that, but she wants to make sure you know that she got money. You want to make sure you know that she got some money. To me, that and because it's all right to wear designer, but she just overdoes it. Oh, she just overdoes it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kelly is trying to get close to Shamia because she might need from her. I think she might need a loan from her. That's my personal opinion. Or maybe she, maybe will offer Shamia part in the business that, help her, get allegedly. That's all my thinking.
Could be that. See, I believe that Grenada's tourism got a bump due to the housewives. I do believe that. I've seen a lot of women saying they want to go.
I just saw I told you a couple of people I know just came back and said they had a ball.
Even we said it.
Yeah. I'd like to go. It looked fun.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we said it. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so this I pick up where the girls are getting ready for the jab. That's where I pick up at. Okay. So all the girls are getting ready. They show Cynthia, they show all the girls, they getting ready. But Shamia come out, they highlight Shamia coming out and her stuff. They let us know that her clothes are there. All the ladies seem to have a pattern. They all got on black bathing suits with the damn fishnet stuff. Okay. Phaedra said, well, Shamia came out, as you said, like with those boots on and all that stuff. And Britt tell her, girl, you better go change them boots. And she was acting like, oh, it's nothing. And so Phaedra was like, yeah, she's so rich, it don't matter to her. But then I think she went and changed them anyway, because I don't recall her having those on at the place. Okay. Then we going over there to Cynthia. She on the phone with that little young man that she fooling with. And she tell him all about these hair condoms that she done created for her hair. And he lets her know she's very creative. Cynthia goes to the kitchen and Shamia is in there with the other girls. So when they get there, Shamia notices that Cynthia has on condoms too. That's what she called them. And Shamia grabs one of her hair condoms and goes to mimicking like she's giving it head. I was like, ain't this girl married? Like, okay, whatever. Anyway, we go on. They all head to the van. They all done got dressed. They go to the van. And Kelly says only the lit bitches is going up in that van. And Portia was like, right, only lit bitches. Okay. So they already plan on getting lit. Kelly lets us know that the jabs is usually open at 5 a.m. But her and Shamia have called ahead of time and they have done something to get it so that they can have it done at night. I'm sure that really means Bravo worked something out so that they can have it at a certain time so that they can have a certain optic. Okay. They're all in the van. They taking shots. Okay. The girls like Kelly know her outfit is not giving single. Kelly got them two big ass things coming out like I don't know if it's like the lady from the Dalmatians or if it's the oh, they got the thing coming out like, bitch, get back, don't come near me. So they was telling her like, why do you have that on? You supposed to be single, but it's looking like you telling the guys step back because I might, I don't want to be bothered with no man. Anyway, child, they all talk about what they like and so on and so forth. Britt says she like for the men to lick her toes.
Ooh.
And Phaedra said, oh, no. I could find better things for him to do with his mouth than to lick my toes, okay? Then we go back to Shamia's bus. Shamia is in her van in her video hauling about the years and marriage her and Angela had. So she got the phone up talking about, shout out to 8 years of marriage, and I'm like right behind her with 7. I'm like, who is that for? But anyway, they all getting oiled up now. They get off the buses and they starting to get oiled up. Phaedra says the men there are on fire. And she is ready to get burned, honey. Okay? The ladies are loving it and grinding all on one another. The men, they don't give a damn who you is. They gonna grind. You can get a hunch. She can get a hunch. Anybody can get it. Okay? What do y'all think about this so far? Ladies, what do y'all think?
I don't like the oil. I don't like the grinding. And you with strangers. All up on you. That's too much. Too much for it.
Yeah.
Shamia to me does not act like she married. I'm just gonna put it out
Yeah,
there.
to me, I like she
A single woman like in heat, like a dog in heat.
Oh, not a dog
Yeah.
in the heat, though.
I see why Gerald didn't want her out too much. Yeah, he don't know.
That's why Gerald didn't want to do that show because he knew once she get on there, he'd have let her off the leash, and honey, she giving it.
Shepherd dog with Chanel boots on.
She said, bow, wow, wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
I'm telling y'all, Gerald ain't giving it to her. I'm telling y'all.
You said Gerald ain't giving it to her?
And that's why she's going on these trips. Now, I'm just telling y'all, allegedly. You don't know what happened when the cameras go off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. Honey, she do not act like no married woman. She do not. Don't know woman act go. It's all right to have fun. Don't get me wrong. But the stuff she be doing,
Mm-hmm.
No, that's why Gerald didn't want everybody to see. That's why that's why she wasn't on that show before, because he didn't want people to see how she really get down. He wanted in the household.
I'm sure.
But the world is seeing it now. Now he goes to the beach, people looking at him all upside his damn head. Like, what type of woman did you marry? Did you marry allegedly? A 305. It's alleged. It's all alleged. In my personal opinion.
Maybe he like it, child.
Yeah, you're in the house. You could be a freak in a bed, but be a lady in the street. And a freak in the bed.
Showing all her goodies.
Freak in the sheets,
not goodies.
You could be in the sheets, but be a lady in the streets.
And a freak in the sheets,
baby. Freak in the sheets, baby.
Yeah, you got to show everybody.
Yes, baby.
Freakazoid.
Hey, drop the T.
Huh?
Listen. 7th Avenue Beauty. Net. That kind of sexy girl.
Yeah.
That's the kind of sexy I'm talking about.
They had me laughing like a person.
Baby.
And a lady in the streets.
Right. There you go.
A lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets, baby.
Yeah. But honey, Shamia letting you know she a freak all over. She a freak day, night, whatever.
Noon time, high tea, low tea, high tide.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What?
All day. Every day.
It's a buffet.
Open up. Here's your favorites.
But y'all.
Yeah. Maybe, you know, it might come
You
out.
got
And
anything
she got her little,
go on?
maybe it's gonna come out. She allegedly she might got her little boy toy. Maybe, and you know,
Oh my. Oh
maybe
my.
allegedly.
Ooh,
It's all
yeah.
alleged. That's my opinion. Alleged. It's all alleged. She might got her little boy toy that's cracking her back.
Child.
It's all alleged. Because we know
It's all
uh,
alleged. It's all alleged in that
I
house.
don't know if Gerald, you know, even though he probably taking those herbs and stuff, you know.
Them blue pills.
And Gerald probably needs some help. Cause
He got some help. It's called 10 milligrams of blue.
Gerald said, "You gotta believe it." That I got the power. Believe in myself. If I can't find no one else.
10 milligrams of blue, baby.
I am not fooling with y'all, okay?
Yeah, because we thought he wasn't doing nothing. It's you know, maybe it'll let him out. That Shamia been going, you know, on business trip, you know.
She bumping carpet.
Yeah.
Munching carpet. And bumping bone, honey. Bumping bone and munching carpet.
Munching carpet and getting pipe played.
Yeah, with a hood. With a hood.
Yeah. Business trip.
Huh?
Going on a business trip.
Your friends out of control. Take their phones.
You know, you got to go over there to Ghana to, you know, to test, you know, to see what type of material and stuff they got over there for the business.
Lord, the expectations. She helping you out.
Oh,
Mhm. Yeah,
See,
that was a problem.
oh, he be ready anytime. He takes Cialis every day.
yeah.
Mhm.
And when the time comes, pop goes the weasel in, the weasel go.
What? I know
Yeah.
you lying.
Oh,
You know, Africa got the best, you know, material and stuff over there. So you got to go over there to Ghana and Africa to, you know, to find, you know, material and stuff. So you
mhm.
can go over there now. While she over there, you know.
He probably get it shipped here.
No, I need to go over there to fill it. I need to go over there. So I'm gonna take it over there to Ghana. And while I'm over there, I'm gonna get a dual citizenship as well. So I'm gonna
I know
be
that's
for extra days as
Mhm.
well. I'm trying to work on my dual citizenship. Get me an Airbnb while I'm there as well. You know?
Yep.
nothing wrong with that.
And then you know the you know the mates over there, the mates. That's what they call them, mates. That's what he said, mates. He called his friend a mate. So then, you know, I got to, you know, mingle with people so I can know what's going on. So, and then he said he, you know, he gonna be quiet because he said that's what the U.S. people do. That's what he said. I'm just saying what he said.
Jesus.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Oh, God.
He said.
Listen, let's keep going. Listen, they got on the top of that truck. Y'all remember they got up on top of that truck where after they got all black and they up there. I know one thing they didn't do. They didn't put that shit on their face. I know that. Them girls had fucking skull caps like they was going to rob banks and everything. They said that shit not going on our face, okay? They said she didn't like all that gyrating and shit from them men over there because she had a whole man back in Lake Bailey. She didn't need all that shit.
Nope.
And she didn't like it. And she not even married to him. And she had more coof than Shamia. Anyway, Faith goes on a tyrant about getting pregnant in her ring, her IUD or whatever that man said, the ring or whatever. Like, oh, Faith, that was turn off. I didn't like that. Then Angela said Portia gonna have the worst time getting the old stuff off. You know what I mean? Because she feeling like, girl, you can't be doing all that, right? You putting all that oil up on your big ass. That's what Angela was saying. Portia got a big ass. She said she got the biggest ass. And did y'all see how Portia was down on the ground with her leg Oh my God. Girl, I don't know how any of them got that oil off. That was too much.
That's
Um, Cynthia said that Portia wins award for the job, jab jab with all that ass. Okay. The ladies made a whole mess of them people's house. Y'all see how they left them people's house? Them white sheets
mm-hmm.
was black, you might as well say. Drew said she has way more clothes going home than what she started with. Don't feel bad, Drew. I do the same thing.
Same thing.
Yes, the ladies go down to breakfast. Cynthia wants to know how long it took them to get the oil off. Well, Britt and Phaedra let us know that Britt washed Phaedra's off. I mean, washed her ass, spread her crack. That's what they said. I didn't say it. That's what they said. They said that Britt helped Phaedra get hers all the way down to the cootie, I'm sure. Anyway,
Mm.
Cynthia asked Shamia about the oil, and she said she don't have it all off. Child, I can't make this up. They asked Kelly about her divorce. Kelly lets them know about the crystal that she had and how the crystal had broken in half. Portia comes out. She's, you know, extra, got a pretty dress on, pretty green dress. She do her little fluffy, oh, it's a beautiful morning. And soon she sit down, old girl says, yeah, I think I'm gonna go over here and throw my crystal off. So now everybody is getting up to go over there with her to throw her crystals over the thing, except for Portia. Portia did
Mm.
not go. Okay. Portia set her ass right there. She did not move. Okay. She lets the ladies know that this was rebirth. This is Kelly that they all needed. And, that she hopes that the sisterhood can continue when they get back home. Next week,
Yeah.
Kelly's husband's going to be locked up. They're not going to be divorced. Kelly, we're going to find out Kelly hasn't spoken to Britt since Grenada. Britt tells Portia Shamia's showed them the text between the two of them. Phaedra calls the ladies and tells the ladies that Charles is cheating on Angela. And that's a wrap for this week.
Mm.
Y'all think about all that?
Back to the mess.
Oh
That last
wow.
breakfast
The
was, it looked
sisterhood
really
is over.
relaxing and pretty. And then when Kelly with the broken crystal and she threw it, that was really sweet too. That was relaxing. It was a nice end to the vacation and it prepared us for this crazy preview that's coming up. A lot of mess. Like Sassy said, back to the mess.
Back to the mess, honey. Sisterhood, it was just a sisterhood for a day or two. Be
For the
back, they gonna
vacation.
be fighting like dogs.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. I do.
Horny dogs.
But why do they? I don't know why they act like this, and these are grown women. If y'all, can't, get along, just be cordial with each other. It don't have to be all this.
Exactly.
They got to bring the drama. They got to bring the drama.
But I don't, I think that I think they got the wrong read from the audience. To me, we don't want to see drama all the time. At least I do.
Right.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
want to see sisterhood. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see all this bullshit.
exactly.
So maybe we can write something. Maybe TikTok can write a letter in.
I mean,
Sometimes we do. We just want to see black women grow instead of tearing each other down
mhm.
because that's what they want us to do anyway. They want you to
Right.
take,
Uh
Who
huh. I
wants to see
agree.
that all every week after week? That a bunch of grown women in their 40s that can't get along. They act like fucking teenagers or like they in
Mhm.
their 20s. Who wants to see that every week? Not me. So I think they got the wrong idea of
I
what
think the people
what's going
showing
on.
them that. I think the people showing them that they don't want to see it with the ratings.
Yeah, I
Yep,
think so too.
Mhm.
But I don't think that they
exactly.
should lead to their ratings though.
The ratings are speaking for themselves.
Exactly.
Hmm.
If
But I think
Bravo was to do a blind study, they will understand how to navigate their show.
Right. Exactly.
If they did a study and asked what the audience want or would like to see, and do the majority, I guarantee you that changes the way they would do this show. Because we're not 20, we're not 30 anymore or
Right.
25. We're different now. We're in a different era in our life. And this is not
Right.
no, yeah, I don't know. I think that's what they need to do before they
But
even start a show. See what the audience would like to see.
now Miss Z is right though. Housewives equal drama. Peace is not their brand. That's the formula on every franchise.
That's
So
true.
you got to
Correct.
take
And that's what I was going to say, basketball wise, love and hip hop. But we should do something to try to change that, because
It's not going to change because some people do, whether we like it or not, they're going to like that drama. And it's okay to have drama. It's okay. But I think the thing of it is, I don't like the booty clapping and the hunching. Okay. That's my biggest thing.
Let me give Drop the T an example. Drop the T, one time me and you had a conversation and we was talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and how if we talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, we get way more views.
Correct.
Because we talking about at this point, it's got to be something with drama, right? And then you can look at the beefing when the people beefing. Look at the numbers. So that's what people like. The numbers don't lie.
Nope.
People like the drama. People like that. The numbers are not lying.
And you're right about that because if you put Martell, if you put
you're gonna get people to come to your channel big time.
For me, you will get a lot of people coming to your channel.
Right.
I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
They
It's
like the drama. Drama sales.
So.
Yeah, drama sales.
Now, what does the crystals represent?
She don't mess with the crystals. Oh, okay.
Now, what do that represent? The crystals.
I don't mess
energy and all that stuff. Some Christians don't believe in that. So they don't believe that you put your energy in the crystal and all this stuff. Some people worship crystals. Some people got,
I don't do all that. I be thinking that's something.
I think they're pretty. That's it.
Yeah, they're pretty. That's about it for me. I don't put nothing in them.
Yeah, because
I just like the colors of them. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah. That's about it. But I think some of these women, they need to, they need to get it together. They need to get it together. Like when they did the dinner thing at the, what was that called? The Vault in Atlanta. I liked it. That was very nice. The Vault, that was very nice.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And then also we, do brunches and stuff. We can do plays and stuff like that. It does not have, and we can go out too. That's fine too. But when they get to doing the other stuff, I think maybe it's the alcohol that has them acting like that. Maybe it's too many shots. You should know your limits of how many shots you can do. Because then if you take too many of them, you'll start acting a different way.
You see what Ms. Z said?
Yeah.
The
World is a good show, but nobody, but we see how nobody talking about it anymore. Yeah.
I'm live right now.
When is that supposed to come back out?
I don't know.
Live.
Because I think she said they were done with taping it. I think filming it.
But it's true. It's just like if we talked about Martell and Ariane and all them, baby, we'll have, our monies will be up, our viewerships will be up. But because we decide to go away from that, our viewerships is going to be down, because there are other things in the world that we can talk about than those country buckets. Sorry.
And
the dark cloud they bring. Ugh.
Yeah.
She's saying in the chat, Kelly had an event and didn't invite the OGs.
I wonder if Bravo paid for it. Yeah, how would Bravo pay for that?
They keep up some drama.
So she didn't even invite Brent either? Cynthia and Brent? Oh, okay.
And Kenya's having a meet and greet at her salon Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because the salon hasn't been going.
And no, it's only open 3 days a week. If I didn't have to work, I would go down there and stay with my cousin and go.
But how's
Yes,
she
we
gonna
go.
work with the salon? I now know that the salons are not open on Mondays, but you have to be open Monday through Saturday. So I know they close Sundays and Mondays for the salon.
And some of them do. Like, some, like I have a friend, she open on Sundays and Mondays because that's her busiest days for like her third shifters. And
Okay.
she opened up for them. But I think it's just, and then she'll take off a day during the week. But she runs hers like that. You don't have to necessarily take Monday. It's just some people do that. It's thin weekend.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I know some people, um, they don't be open during that time.
Yeah.
But
But
Kenya gonna
she's
have
only open Wednesday, no, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, I don't know how she expect to make money in them 3 little days.
right.
She probably got different stylists in there working for her.
I'm
Well,
sure.
they say she only
One
got
that's
one right now.
oh, one? Oh, okay.
What? On the
Hmm.
what?
Yep.
Wow. D said she had my yard sale on Saturday. Selling her
Hmm.
stuff. I heard that. That's sad. I pray for her.
Yeah, she said some of her old clothes, allegedly. Yeah.
She says she's still employed, but the thing is, if you don't shoot, you don't get paid.
Paid. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So even if she is employed, she
Yeah.
ain't got no money coming in.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't invite her to the reunion, so she didn't, no check.
Mm-hmm.
She would have went.
No,
Oh
you
yeah.
told her as natural born ass.
Perform.
Yeah.
Yes, Sassy. Yes,
And that's
yes.
what Brit needed to do.
Yes.
The
She
first
would have
part is showing
showed
up.
her natural born ass. You hear me?
That's what Brit should have done. Brit
Mhm.
chose not to go. She just need to show up.
Yep. Rick got to answer a lot of lies, and she ain't gonna do it.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, I think
and it looks like Kelly and Portia gonna have some issues.
I'm sure because Kelly is taking up anything for Shamia.
Shamia. Mm-hmm.
Same reason why she turned on Kelly and pretending like it's over that makeup bullshit.
Yep.
I
And
think
it doesn't.
they getting really, really close with each other. Kelly and Shamia, they getting really close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they probably.
And Portia ain't like it, but
Yeah, Portia ain't liking that at all.
she said, you know what
But
she said? She said, I peep that. I peep a lot of stuff. I just sit back.
we are grown women, This is not no high school stuff. People can be friends who they want to be friends with. That's what I thought.
Mhm.
I didn't think it was a problem.
Well, when it comes to Shamia and Portia, Portia wants Shamia for herself.
Now,
So,
see how that sounds? She wanted for herself. What do you mean wanted for herself?
that's her best
Personal
friend.
laptop.
Yeah, that's her best friend. That's nobody else's best friend. That's why her and Candy fell out.
Who and Candy fell out?
Candy and Portia and Shamia fell out because she was friends with Candy. She could
Is
have
it
been friends with
because
Candy
she was
too.
friends with Candy, or is it because she was friended with friend? She befriended Candy when Portia and Candy was in a bad place.
Well, that too.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And I would feel away if my friend did that to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I got feelings, and
Yeah.
I do too, child.
I don't want my friends
Shami
that's
is still
close
friends
to me.
with Candy. I saw them on something recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she,
They had
but
an interview recently. Oh,
right,
Vicky Smiley. She was with Gary with the T out
right,
at
Mm-hmm.
BET.
yeah, they are still friends, but yeah, we talked about that over here. But the point is that that is what happened. That's why she felt that way. It wasn't because she don't want her to be friends with Candy. It was because of the way it happened. You was
Yeah.
not Candy's friend. You was my best friend. Candy and her people was coming at me, and then you went over there and made friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
So I don't know. It's
That
just
she,
it's a
I don't
lot of
think it
back
was
and
jealous. I
forth,
think it's just
and
how it happened. I would feel
you
some way
know,
too.
Kelly did her little street
Mhm.
interview saying, you know, people gotta be accountable.
I saw that.
Child, Kelly's a mess.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kelly don't know what she want to do. She don't. She I don't know.
She
She
back
just
and forth. Talking about you gonna get the same Kelly. No, you're not.
Nah,
And
she
Gigi
flip
would think.
flops. She's done different things throughout the season. That the
Yes,
audience is
God.
swung to and fro with her. Like, okay, Kelly's okay. Well, okay, Kelly got on my nerves. She just back and
Yeah.
forth, back and forth. But I expect her to be all over the place with what she's going through. But that don't mean she got to be two faced like that. Two
Yeah.
faced much.
But she's holding on to Shamia because Shamia got plugs and she probably can get,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
funding and all this stuff. So
yeah. That's what I said. That's why she hanging so tough with Shamia.
hmm
Yeah, they said that she be drinking a lot too. That Shamia drinks a lot.
hmm Well, you know, they said Brit had to call her Uber for her own meeting because she was drinking. So,
Kelly,
Well, if
for
Kelly was at
Kelly,
home and they call a
she said
meeting,
Shamir.
how do we know that Kelly
hmm?
knew she supposed to come out? Oh, Shamia's drinking? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you said Shamia. Okay.
Yeah, she was talking about Shamir, but Kelly
Uh,
was the one who had to get an Uber to Britt's house.
hmm So they all do a lot. Shamia, she look like she can put them down. Well, we know she can put them down. She look like she can drink every day. A functional drunk, allegedly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So but Kelly didn't look like on the show that she drunk like that. But then when it came out, they said that they be having to get her Ubers and stuff. You know, and I know she going through a lot. I understand that.
hmm Yeah, she
Mhm.
is. But still, it doesn't take the fact that you got to treat people bad. So, and then you don't turn it on this girl, which I don't like, Brit. I don't. But y'all came on there like Phaedra said, the fake freaking frack. Yeah, y'all ain't freak or frack. Y'all
Mhm.
fit and fat. I'm just saying, it's crazy how the tables turn.
Mhm. And
Right.
they do turn.
Yes,
And they
God.
do. Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully, they'll get things together and maybe have maybe a better show. But people saying that if Nene come back, the show will be better. So I don't know how that's going to work out,
hmm
but I would like to see Nene on the show. I would.
I would too. I think Nene would
Yeah, me
add
too.
some spice. She would definitely add some spice to it.
Yeah, but how would she get along with the ladies though?
I can see her. I don't know. This
I think
that Kelly. Ooh, yeah.
her and Kelly got on real good when they was at the BET thing. I think that all the girls would rally around Nene and leave Portia, and I think that's what would happen.
hmm
They would end up being a form. They would form an alliance with Nene.
Yep.
That's what I really think what would happen. Hmm.
And she gonna be a real HBI. See.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah, that's exactly what I think would happen.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, y'all, it was nice. Though. My
Anything
phone
else
is
tonight?
about to die.
Hmm? That's what I was about to say. Y'all got anything else tonight?
No,
Anybody?
I'm good.
No, that's
Fun.
about
This was enlightenment.
All right. Well, as always, it's a pleasure hanging out with you ladies. Listen,
Yes,
listen,
thanks.
listen. Have a good night. I love each and every one of y'all.
Yes.
To
Listen, make sure you're subscribed to all the channels. All right.
And hit that like button if you didn't hit it coming in the building.
Yeah.
And it going out.
Peace. We love
Thank you. Good
y'all.
night, everybody.
love you.
Good night. Night, night.
Night, night.
When I go with confidence, when I go to roll our hips and take back sip on it, take a trip on it. When I go, you can go slow, wind it up all night. Baby, take your time, let me know I want. When you turn me around, I want. When the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Take a rest in the season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. We know that beat. We know shine bright like royalty. We know stay creep but they are guilty. And why? So kind of your neck is swollen. You been waiting on me to solve it. Solve it, solve it for me. And last weekend, you had me thinking. Oh, almost kidding, I let my head up. Like bum, bum, bum.